Welcome back into Rougher TV. Steve Braun, glad you can join us here from Major Ron Milam Gymnasium here on the campus of Muskogee High School. The Jenks Trojans, 14-1 on the season, number 2 in Class 6A basketball, come to town to take on the Muskogee Roughers. The Roughers 7-8 on the year, coming off back-to-back victories, though, on the road at Will Rogers, Tulsa Rogers, that is, and at Sand Springs. A victory over the number 7 ranked in Class 6A, Sand Springs Sandites. The starting lineups first for the visitors, the Jenks Trojans. They will go with, at guard, Anthony Nelson, a 6'4 senior. Ike Houston will start at the other guard spot, 6'4 senior as well. Trenton Tisdale, a 6'1 guard, along with 6'5 sophomore forward Benjamin Averett. And rounding out the starting lineup, a 6'5 sophomore guard, sophomore Chase Martin. For the Muskogee Roughers, they will go with forward Javante Campbell, 5'10 sophomore. He'll be joined by James Brown, a 5'11 junior guard. Jerron Campbell, 6'2 sophomore forward. And Peyton Clark, 5'10 junior guard, along with Joseph Campbell, the 6' sophomore forward. That's for Coach Linwood Wade III, the first-year head coach for Muskogee High School boys basketball, the 1990 graduate of Muskogee High. Played at Texas State, where he received his bachelor degree for receiving a master's at the University of Oklahoma. The tip will be against Jerron Campbell, and I believe that's Benjamin Averett. Averett wins the tip. Trojans come away with it, and they'll have it moving right to left. They're in their maroon uniforms, black numerals, black Jenks across the chest, black piping down the side with a slight white piping as well. Muskogee in their white home uniforms, green Muskogee across the chest, green numerals as the steal, layup, a lot of contact, and the rebound pulled in by Jenks. Missed there by James Brown. Quickly the other way, layup attempt by Anthony Nelson, misses, put back attempt, no good, rebound, chased down by Javante Campbell of Muskogee. The other way, three-pointer right wing, misses for Peyton Clark. Rebound by Jenks. They'll outlet to Averett. His jumper off the glass with the kiss, and it's good for the first points of the ballgame. 2-0 the score. Jenks leads it over Muskogee, nearly a minute away. Clark has it for Muskogee. Passes off to Campbell. To James Brown. Back to Campbell, right wing. He'll go top of the key. 3, right iron, rebound. Pulled down by Ike Houston of Jenks. He'll move it quickly into the front court on his own. Layup off the glass, set in underneath the outstretched arm of a defender. First points for Houston, 4 points now for Jenks as they lead it 4-0 over the Roughers. Brown has it for Muskogee. James drives in, layup off the glass with the left hand, no good. It's off the iron, rebound pulled down by Jenks. They'll have it right wing, Tisdale, flip pass to Nelson, top of the key, 3. Off the left side of the iron, Brown skies up, picks it out with one hand and pops it to the left side to Campbell. Campbell, dribble drive, reverse layup attempt, blocked there by Houston. Jenks comes away with the rebound. It's Tisdale breaking into the front court, finds Nelson, layup good on the right side. Nelson with 4 points, 6 points for the Trojans. Timeout here quickly, just 2 minutes in by Coach Linwood Wade, the third for Muskogee. Coach Wade takes the 30-second timeout to discuss things with his squad. Not happy, I would imagine, with the offensive attack of the Roughers here early. And the defense has been lacking as well. So not a hot start for Muskogee in this one. The Trojans, coached by Clay Martin, might be a name that you're familiar with. Longtime coach for the Trojans. Went away for a few years as he became an NFL official. He moved into the white cap position, NFL referee. So you'll see him on Sundays. Obviously not working this Sunday, I would imagine, as he's here this evening. Pass goes to Jerron Campbell as we get the Play back underway. Back to James Brown. He's guarded closely by Anthony Nelson. Brown, wait for the offense to start. Hand off to Peyton Clark. Clark nearly loses it on the handoff to Javante Campbell. Campbell to Brown. Brown will drive in, kick it out to Campbell. Campbell spin move, floater from the middle of the lane, off the back iron, rebound pulled in by Averett. His pass stolen away by Brown. Brown drives, a lot of contact, and it goes out of bounds. Nothing there is the call by the officials. James Brown will trigger it for the Roughers. Inbounds goes to Jerron Campbell. Campbell drives, a lot of contact, floats it up and in with the left hand. The other end, layup attempt, and a foul is called. Averett will go to the line. Foul will go against Muskogee. They'll say it's against Joseph Campbell. First personal. First team foul. Going to the line to shoot two is Averett. First one good. Second one, Averett good. 4 points for Averett. Muskogee will have it. Trapped is Brown. He'll find Campbell on the left side. Goes for the reverse layup. It's blocked. Rebound by Campbell. Kick it out to Brown. At the R in Ruffers at the Muskogee end. Campbell drives. A lot of contact. Blocked by Nelson. Rebounded by Campbell, or by Brown, pardon me, and a travel called against Campbell. It's Jerron Campbell that gets called for the turnover there. There's Javante, Joseph, and Jerron all starting in this one for Muskogee. Into the block to Martin. Kick out right wing now to Nelson in the right block. Nelson drives off the glass, no good. Put back attempt by Martin off the mark. And the rebound by Martin. Foul will be called against James Brown. It's his first personal, second team foul as Martin goes to the line. Shooting two. First one from Chase Martin, good. Second one, good as well. James Brown will have it. Toss it left wing to Jerron Campbell. To Peyton Clark, now back to Brown. Over to Jerron in the left corner. He'll start his dribble, get a screen from Joseph. Now kick it top of the key to Clark. Right wing it goes to Brown. To Clark. Tries the entry pass with the bounce pass, and it's kicked by Ike Houston of Jenks. Rougher basketball trailing 10-2. 3:39 to go here in the first quarter. Over to Joseph Campbell. To Brown. Tries to get around Nelson. Drives back in. Into the corner, it goes to Javante Campbell. Javante drives, skip pass along the baseline with the bounce pass to Jerron, and his shot attempt off the mark. Rebound goes out of bounds, last touch by the Roughers. 3:14 to go here in the first quarter. Muskogee trails Jenks 10-2, the number 2 team in Class 6A. The Trojans 14-1 on the season. Left wing it goes to Nelson. Now to Martin. Kick it out right wing, and a travel is called against Jenks. Brown will bring it across the timeline for the Ruffers as they trail by 8. 2:50 remaining here in the first quarter. Brown tries to split two defenders, has it stolen away, pass to Nelson. Nelson will go up, a lot of contact, makes the layup and the foul. As Kentrell Mitchum had checked into the contest. And the foul goes against Kentrell. Nelson will go to the line with the traditional three-point play opportunity. Brown checks out for Muskogee. McKeon Payne checks in for the Ruffers. Nelson wraps it around his waist, shoots and fires, and knocks it in. He has 3 points. His squad now leads it by 11, 13-2. 2:36 to go here in the first quarter. Javante Campbell over to Duran, who will dribble to the top of the key. Passes it off to McKeon Payne. Keon tries the crossover, drives, lots of contact, and the foul. Braxton Scott checked in for Jenks. The foul goes against Ike Houston. It's his first team foul against the Trojans. Entry pass to Peyton Clark. Right wing, he'll drive, lots of contact, and an offensive charge is the call against the Ruffers. So Peyton Clark picks up his fourth team foul. Ruffers trail by 11, 13-2. 2:09 to go, first quarter. Into the corner, it's played to Houston. Top of the key to Tisdale. Into the block to Martin. Martin turnaround jumper, misses. Rebound secured finally by Javante Campbell, pardon me. Foul is called against Jenks. They'll go against Anthony Nelson. His second team foul. Inbounds to Peyton Clark for the Ruffers. Minute 47 to go. And a timeout called here by Coach Linwood Wade. A full timeout. He is not happy with his offense so far in this one. A minute 36 to go in the first quarter of action. Muskogee trails 13-2. Full timeout. We'll take it with them. You're watching Ruffer Basketball on Ruffer TV. Clark will inbound it for the Ruffers as play resumes. Stolen away by Nelson. He'll go the other way. Big step around the defender. Contact and the foul. Shot was missed, but the foul is called. It'll go against Jerron Campbell. It's his fifth team foul of the first half. At the charity stripe is Anthony Nelson. Nelson knocks down the first. Martin takes a seat. Chase Martin, the sophomore guard, will head to the bench for the Trojans. Second one from Nelson, good. He has 5. His squad now leads it by 13, 15-2 with a minute 20 to go here in the first quarter of play. Skip pass into the corner. Top of the key now, over to the right wing to Clark. Back out to Campbell. Jerron Campbell will yo-yo it. Between his legs, drives, lots of contact, goes up, and he's fouled. Averett will get called for that one. It's the first on Benjamin Averett. It'll send Jerron Campbell to the line, shooting 2. Campbell, first one, good. Jerron with 3 points in the contest. The minute 3 to go here in the first quarter of play. Looking to draw his team back within 11. As Stephen Kittleman, along with Chase Martin, check back in for the Trojans. Nelson and Tisdale take a seat. Get a high five from Coach Clay Martin as they head to the bench. As the second one rolls in for Jerron Campbell. He has 4 points. His squad trails it by 11 now, 15-4, a minute to go. Kittleman out to Houston, the 6'4" guard. To Averett, into the corner to Scott. Back top of the key to Houston. Left wing 3 off the mark by Kittleman. Rebound corralled by McKeon Payne. Quickly the other way goes Campbell. He's fouled as he goes up for the right-handed layup. He'll head to the line as the foul is against Ike Houston. Hits his second personal. 4th team foul against the Trojans. Sends Jerron Campbell to the line. First one from Campbell, good. Nelson comes back in for Jenks. Second one from Campbell, good. 4 for 4 for Jerron Campbell as the Ruffers show pressure in the front court. Jenks breaks it easily, moves to the left wing, near side, and resets it top of the key with Kittleman out near the midcourt stripe. He'll throw it left wing to Nelson, to Martin, back out to Kittleman. Pressure applied as Kittleman tries to get around the defense. Gets it to Martin, top of the key. He'll drive in, jumper from the left elbow. Misses right iron. Rebound, put back attempt, no good. The try by Averett misses as well. And we'll head to the second quarter with the Trojans leading 15-6 over Muskogee. Second quarter coming up next right here on Ruffer TV. Welcome back into Major Ron Milam Gymnasium. Steve Braun, glad you can join us here on Ruffer TV as the Trojans lead at 15-6 over Muskogee. Peyton Clark will inbound it for the Ruffers, moving left to right. Clark handed off to Campbell, top of the key. Javante to Payne, back to Javante. Right wing 3, count it. His first points of the ball game, and his team now trails it by 6, 15-9. 7:35 to go, second quarter. Skip pass near side. Nelson will drive left baseline, pass it off, and a lot of contact, and they'll say a shooting foul as Kittleman goes up for the shot attempt. Foul will go against Peyton Clark. That is his second. 6th team foul against the Ruffers with 7:29 to go before halftime. It'll send Stephen Kittleman, to the free throw stripe for the first time tonight. Misses on the first. Second one, good. Kittleman with 1 point. Substitution comes on for Muskogee. Peyton Clark takes a seat as James Brown checks back in. Brown will play with one personal foul as Payne brings across midcourt stripe for Muskogee. Handoff goes to Brown. Gives it to Javante Campbell. Back to Payne. Right wing to Campbell. Javante to the top of the key. Three-point shot by Jerron Campbell. Left iron rebound. Chased down into the corner by Nelson for Jenks. He'll pass it off to Tisdale. Three-point shot from the corner by Martin. Misses back iron. Rebound and a double dribble called on McKeon Payne. Went around his back. The official felt that he carried it. So it'll be Trojan basketball leading by 7, 16-9. Three-point shot by Tisdale, right key, no good. Rebound, ripped out of the arms of Everett, and the Ruffers come away with it. 6:40 to go. Right wing Brown. He'll drive, draw contact, kick it left corner. Three-point shot, Payne. Rattles around, hits off the iron again, and it's last touched by Muskogee. It'll be Trojan basketball with 6:31 to go. They lead it 16-9 as the Ruffers will show pressure once again, trying to get that full court trap. To Martin, back over to Tisdale, into the paint to Nelson. Nelson spins, and lays it up and in. Anthony Nelson has 7 points for the Trojans, and they lead it 18-9. Payne, or excuse me, that's Brown, fakes the handoff to Payne and drives in, draws contact, layup off the glass is in, and the foul will go against Nelson. That's his second. Brown with his first bucket of the evening. As Braylon Reed checks in for Muskogee. James Brown at the line for the Ruffers. First one, or the N1 opportunity by Brown, misses strong. Back iron rebounded by Chase Martin of Jenks. Martin will get it right back, left wing, dribbles into the left corner. Skip pass over to Tisdale. Into the corner, it goes to Scott. Scott drives, passes it off to Everett. Layup off the glass and in. A nice look there by Scott to find Everett. He lays it up and in. He has 6 points. Left wing. It'll be all the way around the horn over to Brown, now right wing. Top of the key, it goes to Jerron Campbell. Campbell will yo-yo it, guarded by Kittleman, hand it off to Brown. Right wing over to Javante Campbell. Brown to Reed. Dribble drive by Jerron. Reverse layup up and in. 8 points for Jerron Campbell. Into the corner, three-point shot. Tisdale, count it. Trenton Tisdale with his first points. Three-pointer knocked down from the right corner, and it stretches the lead out to 10. 23-13. Reverse layup attempt, then the pass there by Jerron Campbell. Finds the hands of Javante. Back into Jerron's hands now, right corner. Up top of the key to Brown. Drives in, left base or left lane. Kicks it out near side to Jerron. Jerron drives, draws contact, lays it up and in. 10 points for Jerron Campbell. Timeout taken here by Coach Clay Martin. He is frustrated with the defense of his squad in this second quarter as they lead it 23-15, 4:26 to go before halftime. Leading scorer for the Trojans, or for the Trojans would be Anthony Nelson with 7. For Muskogee, it's Jerron Campbell. Campbell, the sophomore, 6'2", forward. Had 6 points in the first quarter. He's added 4 in just less than half of this second quarter. as we sit at 4:26 to go before the half. Kittleman will inbound it. Full court pressure shown here by Muskogee. Tisdale will break it to Everett, get it to Martin, layup, and it's blocked. Shot blocked there by Jerron Campbell. Sophomore having a nice night here early in this contest. Inbounds play to the corner to Martin. Out to Scott, now left wing to Kittleman. Into Everett. Shot attempt, too strong, airballed. Goes out of bounds as Chase Martin unable to corral it. It'll be rougher basketball with 4:10 to go here in the first half of play. 23-15, Jenks leads Muskogee. Javante to James Brown. Brown, left wing. Trying to get around the defense, drives in, shot attempt off the iron, a lot of contact, and a foul, tangled up. They'll get the players separated. Foul will go against Braxton Scott. That is his first. Ready to check in is Carson Cooper for Jenks. Brown at the line for the second time tonight. Rolls the ball in his hands, fires with the left hand, and it sinks in. 3 points for James Brown as Everett checks out and Carson Cooper comes on. Ike Houston ready to check back in for the Trojans. Brown misses, strong, back iron. Rebound corralled by Jenks. Kittleman will move it into the front court for the Trojans. He has it left wing, picks up his dribble, trapped for a moment, able to get it out to Tisdale. Tisdale drives in, kicks it out, top of the key, three. Martin off the front iron, rebounded by Cooper, who's just checked into the game. 3-point shot. Tisdale right wing, he knocks it down. Give the assist to Cooper, but give the three to Tisdale. That's his second three. He has 6 points. His squad leads it again by 10, 26-16. 3:20 to go before halftime. Javante Campbell has it left wing, now top of the key to Payne. Right key to Campbell, right wing, Brown. Top of the key to Campbell, all the way around to Javante, to Payne, to Duran. Brown will drive, baseline, floater, too strong, rebound pulled in by Tisdale for Jenks. He'll move it into the front court, 3-on-2, passes it off, layup up and in by Kittleman. 3 points for Kittleman after the layup there, and the lead stretches out to 12. Jerron Campbell has it into the block to Reed. Reed starts his dribble, has it poked away and stolen away by Tisdale. Up to Kittleman, shot attempt blocked by Brown. Rebound by Payne. He'll slow it down, now pass it into the front court to Jerron Campbell. Floater from 7 feet, too strong. Rebound, chased down by Chase Martin. Martin to Tisdale. To Kittle, or excuse me, that's to Scott. Back to Tisdale. Left wing, it'll go to Kittleman. Skip pass to Scott, right wing. Back out to Tisdale. Scott will have it. Double team comes. He passes it off to Kittleman. Left wing, Chase Martin drives. Picks up his dribble. Out to Tisdale, right wing three, count it. Third three for Trenton Tisdale. And Jenks leads it 31-16. Left corner, it goes to Javante Campbell. Now to Duran, over to Brown. Into the corner to Payne. Three-pointer, front iron, rebound. Skying up and picking it out of the air was Kittleman. Over to Scott. Left wing three, Tisdale. He was heating up, but he's cooled down for at least a moment. Kittleman's floater hits off the front iron, rebounded by Jerron Campbell. Campbell moves into the front court on his own, goes up, contact, and a charge is called against Jerron. Second against Jerron Campbell. (31-16), a minute 15 to go before halftime. Tisdale to Cooper. Passes it off to Jordan Becknell, who's checked into the contest for the Trojans. Illegal screen will go against Carson Cooper. That's his first personal. Javante has it, left wing, dribbles to the top of the key, out near the M logo at center court. 45 seconds to go before half. Ruffers trail by 15. Top of the key to Brown. Bryce Duncan is checked in for Muskogee. He's down on the right block. Brown drives in, kicks it out to Payne. Payne along the baseline. Shot attempt, no good. Rebounded by Duncan. Duncan's putback misses back iron, and it's rebounded by Jenks. Tisdale will have it, moving into the front court, pass to Martin on the left side. 12 seconds to go. Now over to Tisdale on the right side. Back over to Martin, 5 on the shot on the game clock. Martin's three-point shot. Thought there was contact, no call. Payne rebounds, and that will be the end of the first half. Muskogee trails Jenks 31-16 at halftime. You're watching Muskogee Ruffer basketball on Ruffer TV. Welcome back into Ruffer TV. Muskogee Ruffer basketball as Muskogee trails the number 2 team in Class 6A, the Jenks Trojans, 31-16 as we get set to start the second half. Let's run down the schedule for Muskogee in the upcoming week. They will face at Union and at Bartlesville. So the number 6 Redskins on Tuesday, Friday at Bartlesville. Entry pass there is deflected away. It'll remain with the Jenks Trojans. 7:48 to go here in the third quarter. Jenks will look to inbound it. Get it to Chase Martin. Skip pass near side to Nelson. Three-point shot. Right key. Misses. Rebound pulled in by Ike Houston. Houston to Nelson. Nelson floater. Front iron. Hits off twice. Rebound pulled in by James Brown, and a foul called against the Trojans. It'll go against Anthony Nelson. That is his third. First team foul. As Joseph Campbell will inbound it to James Brown. Goes to Peyton Clark. Clark's bounce pass just stolen away. The other way, throw it down by Ike Houston. The dunk for Houston gives him 6 points, first points of the second half, and the Trojans now lead at 33-16. Right corner, it's played to Javante Campbell, down on the block to Joseph Campbell. Campbell turns around, Joseph lays it up off the glass and in. Joseph Campbell with his first points of the contest, and his squad now trails it by 15, 33-18, 6:55 to go here in the third quarter. Averett, gives it to Nelson. Nelson stops in the lane, kicks it out to Martin, top of the key, 3, rattles in and out, rebound corralled by Javante Campbell. Campbell moves left wing, bounce pass, stolen away there by Ike Houston. Houston goes up, push off will be the call. I think Jerron Campbell may have got a little bit there. Foul goes against Ike Houston. That is his third, second team foul. His squad still leads at 33-18 with 6.5 to go here in the third. Right wing goes to Clark. Back out to Javante. Skip pass to Joseph Campbell on the right block. His shot attempt no good as he double clutch. Rebound pulled in by Nelson, and a foul will be called underneath the basket. That one goes against Joseph Campbell. That is his second personal. First team foul of the second half against the Ruffers. 6:17 to go here in the third. 33-18. Muskogee trails the number 2 team in Class 6A, Jenks Trojans. Averett, layup off the glass and in. Benjamin Averett. Averett with 8 points. Dribble drive there. Reverse lay-in by Jerron Campbell is blocked. Rebound by Ike Houston. He'll go the other way, have it poked away. Tisdale comes up with it. Out to Chase Martin. Left wing three. Front iron. No good. And a foul called on the floor. I believe this one will go against the Roughers. That is the call. It goes against Peyton Clark. That is his third. Second team foul. Inbounds to Martin. Off the glass. Right iron. Rebound. Put back attempt. No good. And the foul called. Goes against Jerron Campbell. That is his third personal. At the line, Benjamin Everett. Everett knocks it down. 9 points for Everett. As he fires on the second, and it's good as well. So 10 points for Everett. His squad now leads 37-18. 19-point deficit. Pass there by Brown, just stolen away by Martin. Left wing to Nelson. Leaves it for Tisdale. Floater, rattles in and out. Rebound, pulled away by Nelson. He'll go back up, foul. And he'll go to the line to shoot two. That one goes against Joseph Campbell. It is his third. Fourth team foul. Nelson at the line makes the first. 8 points for Nelson. As Bryce Duncan checks back in for Muskogee. Second by Nelson. Front iron, back iron, rolls in. 9 points for Nelson. As Peyton Clark takes a seat and David Timmons comes on, the senior. Played wide receiver on the football team. Javante Campbell trapped in the backcourt. And a timeout called by Linwood Wade. 32nd. Called by Muskogee. Coach Clay Martin is asking the official, did Muskogee have the possession when that timeout was called by Coach Wade? Official said yes, I have made sure. Coach Martin seemed to take that just fine. Has to be an interesting dynamic for Clay Martin, an NFL official himself, dealing with officials. One of the top in the game of football. Timmons will inbound it for Muskogee. They'll break their huddle, Muskogee does, with Jerron Campbell, James Brown, Javante Campbell, David Timmons. As the three-point there by Jerron Campbell is off the mark, and Bryce Duncan as well. Foul on the floor. Goes against Benjamin Averett. Second personal for him, third team foul of the second half against the Trojans. Inbounds goes to Javante Campbell. He'll drive baseline, leave it for Duncan. His shot attempt off the mark, gets his own rebound, tries to go back up, does so, off the front iron, misses. Tipped around by Javante Campbell, and rebound by Jenks. And a foul called as they move into the front court on James Brown. His second. Fifth team foul as the Trojans lead now by 21. 39-18 the score. Jenks leading over Muskogee here in the third quarter. 4:20 to go. Nelson out to Tisdale. His three-point shot misses well short. Air ball deflection goes out of bounds. They'll say off of Muskogee. It'll remain with the Trojans. 4:17 to go here in the third quarter. Inbounds to Martin. He just touches it. Layup up and in by Ike Houston. Nifty play there. Houston with 8 points. Tisdale has it for the Roughers. Brown starts his dribble at the top of the key. Right wing goes to Javonte Campbell. Campbell top of the key. Left wing goes to Brown. Out to Jerron Campbell. Left key. Dribble drive. Stops. Jumper from 5 feet over the outstretched hand of Chase Martin. Good by Jerron Campbell. His first points of the second half. He has 12 now in the contest as that one's poked away by the Roughers. It'll remain with Jenks underneath their own basket. 41-20, they lead it over Muskogee. Martin gets it back to Tisdale, and a walk called in the corner on Tisdale. Brown will move it into the front court for Muskogee. Into the right corner, it goes to Javonte Campbell. Javonte down to Duncan, back to Javonte. Layup, left hand, good as he sliced from the right wing. He has 5 points now, first points of the second half for Javonte. And his squad trails at 41-22. Quickly the other way goes Everett. Benjamin Everett able to lay it up and in. He has 12 points in the contest. And the Trojans lead 43-22. Jerron Campbell has it, top of the key, drives in, draws contact, goes up, and they'll say it's on the floor. Foul on Chase Martin. That is his first personal. Fourth team foul against the Trojans as Everett checks out. And Braxton Scott comes on for the Trojans for the first time in this second half. Inbounds goes to Javonte Campbell. Javonte, bounce pass, trying to get it to Jerron. Just skips past the hands of Jerron, out of bounds, and it's Trojan basketball. Martin to Tisdale. Down to the block to Nelson, through the hands of Martin. Scott comes away with it to Houston. Into the corner to Nelson, back to Scott. Houston has it. Near side, play to Tisdale. Squares up and throws it back over to Houston at the top of the key. Over to Scott, trying to work it into the low block as Martin was working to establish position. Stolen away. Javonte Campbell comes away with it to Timmons. Out to Brown, left corner. Brown will drive, draw contact, and an offensive foul. It's the third on James Brown. Sixth team foul against the Roughers. Tisdale will bring it into the front court, pass it off to Martin at the top of the key. Left wing, it goes to Houston. Works it to Martin on the screen and roll, and he's tied up. Foul will go against Muskogee. It's David Timmons, his first personal. Seventh team foul against the Roughers in the second half, and we're not even out of the third quarter. 1:38 to go in the third as James Brown will head to the bench. Akeon Payne checks back in for Muskogee for the first time in this second half. Chase Martin at the line for the Trojans. First one on the 1-and-1, no good. Rebounded by Muskogee as Jenks had everybody out of the lane. Houston comes away with the steal, flings it back to Tisdale before he goes out of bounds. Tisdale's pass nearly intercepted, finds the hands of Houston to Martin, who just touches it right back to Houston, and he's fouled in the middle of the lane. 1-and-1 upcoming for Houston as the foul goes against Javonte Campbell. That's his first personal, 8th team foul as the Trojans lead at 43-22 over Muskogee. Houston at the line. He has 9 points in this contest, 2 points in the third quarter. Make it 3 now as he knocks down the first. 44-22 the score. Jenks leading Muskogee here at Major Ron Milam Gymnasium. Tisdale takes a seat for the Trojans as Kittleman checks back in. Houston knocks down the second. He has 10 points. And a foul called on the floor. It'll go against Kittleman. That's his first. Left wing three, Timmons, no good. Rebound corralled by Peter Limberopoulos. Shot attempt there, no good. Rebounded by Muskogee. It's Javante Campbell who comes up with it. To Timmons, right wing. Javante over to Payne, into the quarter to Geron. Back out to Payne, to Javante. He'll drive, floater from 7 feet, strong off the glass, pardon me. Rebound, last touch by Jenks. It'll stay with the Ruffers as Averett comes in for Chase Martin. Left corner. It is Campbell. Three-pointer the other way. Martin connects. His first three of the evening. 5 points in the ball game for the sophomore. Right wing, Payne. Left wing, Timmons. Point shot, front iron, misses. Knocked down, no call. Don't think there should have been one. Three-pointer the other way. Tisdale, front iron, back iron, rebound. Averett goes back up. And he'll go to the line to shoot two. Samuel Heiner picks up his first personal as Averett will go to the line shooting two. Averett with his first points of the ball game. Second one, good as well. 10 seconds, Timmons, three-pointer, right key, count it. 6 points for David Timmons. 4 seconds to go, and that will round it out for this one. 61-52, Jenks comes away with the victory over the Trojans, or over the Ruffers, pardon me. The Trojans moved to 15-1 on the season. The number 2 team in Class 6A will face the Broken Arrow Tigers on Tuesday. For Muskogee, they will take on Union up in Tulsa, the number 6 team in Class 6A. The Redskins will welcome the Ruffers to Tulsa, and Muskogee will enter with a 7-9 record in that contest on Tuesday. Final stats for Muskogee quickly for Javante Campbell. He finishes with 16 points, 6 points for Keon Payne, 3 for James Brown, 19 for Jerron Campbell, 2 for Joseph Campbell, and 6 for David Timmons. Muskogee falls 61-52 to Jenks. This is Muskogee Ruffer basketball on Ruffer TV.